Welcome back to the news at 10. UAC Foods Limited, an indigenous manufacturer and marketer of tasty food and beverages, today hosted children from various schools in Lagos to celebrate Children's Day. The managing director of UAC Foods, Tawanda Mushoku, restates the company's commitment to supporting children beyond the day. Our correspondent Adeshawa Josh reports.
Children from various schools in Lagos State were treated to an elaborate fun fair by UAC Foods in celebration of this year's Children's Day. They are treated to fun games, UAC dairies and good music. And in case you've forgotten how to have fun, take a cue from these kids. The organizers say UAC Foods' love for children is the reason they organize this event, and also an avenue to appreciate their loyal customers.
People are expected to, celebrate children and show love and care for the children. As a business, we are into manufacturing of products that are family-oriented. These products include gala sausage rolls, supreme ice cream, gala tenkies, and these are products that children enjoy a great deal.
We do want to capture them young. We want to endorse our brands with them at a very young age. And it's also just a sign from us to say just thank you to some of our very loyal consumers who are actually still very young.
In the midst of the fun, the kids took out time to share the pain of the missing over 200 Chibok girls, expressing their sadness in a very moving poem.
Where are my friends? Not one single answer. Not one. Why?
They are gone. Far, far away. Hidden in the widest forest. Come home.
Bold.
Fearless.
Daughters of Chibok.
UAC Food PLC Children's Celebration 2014 ended with the cutting of the cake as the children raised their voices in one accord, saying, Adeshawa Josh, Channels Television News.
Children will be children. Now, education is seen as an important platform to stimulate and promote creative talents in children, especially from the tender age. And in recognition of this fact, Solution Media and Infotech Limited launched High Impact for Creative Kids in 2013. The annual event, which is now in its second edition, allows children to display their outstanding skills on the day set aside to celebrate them.
The movable 50-meter circular tent housed thousands of children from private, public and special schools in Lagos for the second edition of High Impact for Creative Kids 2014. Some notable faces were also in the audience. It had lots of fun there, with stage performances that kept the children excited all through the event. Within the vicinity was a games arcade that added color to the occasion. Participating schools also competed in creative competitions such as dance, drama, cultural displays, arts and crafts, and many more. All these put together by Solution Media and Infotech Limited to gift the children an unforgettable experience.
If you look at the pyramid of a population, it's like this. There are more children than adults. So they determine, they influence, they direct what happens in the nation. If the children are happy, the future is secured. I appeal to every parent that when your child has a talent, encourage him, encourage her. Let them know that this is a rare talent. She might be the one who will raise the bar in your family, who will take your family name overseas and all over the world. Much more than you think you have achieved. So don't, by yourself, destroy your future.
The winners from the different categories of the competition will be going home with cash prizes, mobile phones, iPads, and a 5-day all-expense-paid trip to Canada for the overall best winning secondary school.
Nigeria's crude reserves are set to receive a boost from Total Exploration and Production Nigeria through its Ofon Phase 2 oil production facility, which has reached 83% completion. When completed, 106 standard cubic feet of gas per day, which ordinarily would have been flared, will be sent to the domestic gas market to boost the federal government's gas-to-power scheme. According to the company's management, the Ofon 2 facility supports the Nigeria Content Initiative, as most of the facility, including an offshore 124-bed quarters, was built in the country. Our correspondent Olu Phillips reports.
It's not every time you get the opportunity to peep into the processes or oil production of any international oil company operating in Nigeria. On this occasion, ChannelsTV's crew takes a tour to Total Exploration and Production Nigeria offshore facility, and their doors were open. Ofon Phase 2 is in focus, and Total's management takes us through the oil production facility, which will add 40,000 more barrels of oil and boost gas supply to Nigeria.
Up to February, we achieved 18 million man-hours without LTI, lost time injury. So this was a very good record.
The pipelines are laid directly on the seabed. So it is about 40 meters deep in water.
This offshore living quarters deck of 124 beds and offices, the production platform which weighs 16 tons, the bridge, and this 1,800 tons jacket carrying the platform were all built in Nigeria, and that's a boost for local content.
At the end of the year, we are committed to stop the flaring. So this will disappear. The heat that you can feel now will stop. You have seen that we have mobilized a lot of resources, big vessel, a lot of flotel to accommodate all the people working at site. So this is a mega project, and of course for Total it is a big investment.
When flare down is achieved by the end of 2014, that should significantly set the tone for other IOCs, management says. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
Well, water is a crucial part of human life, but surprisingly, about 2 billion people across the world and 80% of Nigerians do not have access to quality water. In line with its Sustainable Living Plan, Unilever Nigeria PLC is partnering with the Medical Women Association of Nigeria using its water purifier product, Purit, to drive a culture of safe drinking water. Our correspondent Kelvin Obeten reports.
This gathering of representatives of Unilever Nigeria and women medical practitioners is strategic, as both parties are collaborating to promote good health by way of ensuring that quality water is available to every household. That message will be passed on through Unilever's Purit, as the company announces the donation of 100 pieces of the water purifier for onward distribution to selected hospitals and health centers in the country.
What we have said, yes, we want to grow, but reduce the environment impact by 50%. How can we do that? Is by partnering with such associations where we do good to a larger community. But whenever we make an investment, first it's about having it in a controlled environment, start with 100 units, and as we learn, we make it a larger scale.
They have gone a long way to bring access to safe drinking water for Nigerians, which is a very good way of they are giving out to the public for what they have been doing for so long. It's a very good social corporate responsibility, and we are happy that they know the essence of drinking safe water and they are offering it to the public.
Experts are optimistic that the device will enhance healthcare programs geared towards eradicating waterborne diseases.
With the education on how you monitor the machine and return it to the base when it is faulty, that is the only thing needed. Once we have enough numbers to go around, which they have assured us, our people will benefit maximally, and it will improve the health of the women, children, and the community at large.
They are going to also help us meet the MDG 7, Target 10, which says that we must ensure that the proportion of the people that have access to water must be ensured against the 1990 levels.
So, how does it work? Purit comes with a programmed germ kit technology that purifies water through a multi-stage process for clear, odorless, and great water tasting. Kelvin Batin, Channels Television News.
First Bank, truly the first.
Welcome to Business News. I am Adeshewa Josh. The Managing Director of the Assets Management Company of Nigeria, Mustafa Chikeobi, has reacted to a recent publication by shareholders of the defunct AfriBank, now Main Street Bank, placing a caveat emptor on the invitation for expression of interest for the acquisition of AMCON's shareholding in Main Street Bank Limited by AMCON. Mr. Chikeobi, who was a guest on our program Business Morning, said AMCON is the only investor in Main Street Bank. He insisted there is no case in court that prevents AMCON from selling Main Street Bank Limited.
This sale has been mooted for well over a year. It was never AMCON's intention to keep these bridge banks for any length of time. We had announced a timetable. We had announced Enterprise Bank first, Main Street Bank second, and Keystone Bank third. Everything has been done transparently, and as a proof of that, the EOI was responded to by 25 people, 25 different interests from all over the world. All sectors were able to respond to the EOI in 9 days. This is the same process we went through with Enterprise Bank, and it has gone smoothly so far.
Now to closing figures from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The market closed upbeat today as the All-Share Index crossed the 40,000 psychological line. It was boosted by high-cap stocks like Dangote Cement, which led the gainers table. Harriet Agbe tells us more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Transactions on the Nigerian Stock Exchange reversed negative sentiment recorded on Monday to close upbeat, boosted by price gains recorded by some oil and gas and industrial goods stocks. The key benchmark index jumped by 0.77% to cross the 40,000 psychological level with a higher market capitalization of 13.22 trillion naira. Dangote Cement was the day's top gainer, adding 4 naira 91 kobo to its share price to close at 227 naira 90 kobo. Oil stocks, Forte Oil and Total also made up the top 3 price appreciators for the day. Conversely, Nigerian breweries led the laggards list, dropping almost 3 naira from its share price. Seplat Petroleum Development Company follows with a loss of 2 naira, while Unilever dropped 1 naira 34 kobo from its share price. Unique Insurance was the most active stock with a turnover of 38.45 million shares and is followed by Zenith Bank with 36.52 million shares, while Custodian and Allied Insurance traded 30.56 million shares. In all, investors exchanged 292.13 million shares in 4,813 deals for 3.98 billion naira. Well, those are the day's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agmini.
Thanks a lot, Harriet. And that's Business News this hour. The news at 10 continues in a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Toybat Nursery and Primary School Lagos emerged champions of Channels National Kids Cup. That's on Sports News. Please stay with us.